Hi there, this is Solitary Ronan from Solitary Ronan Films, and welcome to another episode of 6 Film Runs, where I suggest 6 wonderful films in a row from a certain filmmaker, and you can agree or disagree and suggest your own 6 film runs. Consecutive films, and we're going to talk about Kobayashi today, a director that certainly in the past few years has skyrocketed up the big board of my favourite directors, even though I've still not done my favourite directors list. This might be a slight cheat to get 6 in a row, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we start with The Human Condition Part 1, which is wonderful. I don't think we need to talk about The Human Condition apart from watch it if you haven't, and I am still disgusted with myself for not watching it sooner. And then we're going to go with The Human Condition Part 2, the tricky sequel, which for me is even better than the first film. And then controversially, I'm then going to go with The Human Condition Part 3, which again is absolutely fantastic. I prefer parts 2 and 3 to part 1, but that's just me. But overall, might be the greatest film ever made. Certainly in that discussion of one of the amazing achievements in cinema, period. I don't like it when they have these lists where they say, oh, it's one of world cinema's greatest achievements. And it's like, no, it's one of cinema, period's greatest achievements. So to go from those amazing, monumental films, Kobayashi then went to 1962's The Inheritance, which is a wonderful little film about a dying man and an inheritance, strangely enough, and all the deals and side deals about from his children, or are they his children? It's another one of Kobayashi's post-war satires on consumerism, capitalism, the occupation post Second World War, and it's just another excellent film. Obviously next to The Human Condition, not many films can compare to The Human Condition, but The Inheritance is still an excellent film that you should try and see. And then later in the same year, he made Harakiri, also in 1962, which again is another masterpiece by Kobayashi. Again, I haven't seen a lot of his later films, but his films in the 50s up to mid-60s are pretty monumental. And then we're going to finish the 6 film run with Kaidan from 1964. So that's like 1959 to 1964. And you can argue that's a pretty sensational run by anybody. 3 or 1 of the greatest films ever made, depending how you look at it. And for semantics, I've split them into 3 films for this list. And then Harakiri and Kwaidan, just to show off, basically. So that's my Kobayashi 6 film run. Again, you could argue I've cheated slightly by splitting The Human Condition into 3 films, but they were released separately. Honest. So thanks so much for watching. Please leave your 6 film run by Kobayashi, if you think he has one, in the comments below. and hopefully you'll join me again for more 6 film runs. This is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, saying farewell.